Hello, 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 coming from Kangaroo City in Australia. I'm visiting Honduras right now, and I'll be going off to France in the next few minutes, but I thought here on the plane, see, you can see it taking off. What a liar. Anyway, I'm torn between reasonable confidentiality and my show. Many of you watch me, probably because I'm ugly, and you just laugh your ass off. But anyway, I've always presented my family in a very positive manner. My current family, my Mormon family, there isn't one positive thing to say about them. Anyway, I don't think it's fair that a person presents. Now, this is just bipolar. It's just bipolar, folks. I know the rest of you would not do this. And that's why you watch me, because you're doing what your mind really wants to do. I don't want to present me or my family or my circumstances as up, never having problems, and that I'm a perfect father, etc. That's not fair to you, and it makes me feel guilty. Many times I'll get on and do shows, and my precious little number 14, what the hell is her name? Shit, Allison. She's so precious. When you go back and look at her commercials for the Philippine children, there's not a more beautiful and sweet child in the world. And my Abigail has not really been on TV here at all, but she's a beautiful child too. Now, are we a totally happy family? Are we never fighting, never screaming, never yelling? Yes. No, we're not. And I just want to share with you, and kind of in my own mind, you know that this program is for my therapy. I don't care if you're entertained in a million years, but it's for my therapy. Now, let me shut the window, because I know Allison has radar ears. I told you, my 15-year-old, she's almost 15, came to me and told our family that she's basically bisexual. Well, that's not true. People who are homosexual or lesbian will use the word bisexual because it's less shocking. The truth of the matter is, my 15-year-old is a lesbian, and I've never had a sexual orientation child that I'm responsible for. Out of 14 kids, I've never experienced this. So this is brand new to me, and I'm trying to learn, I'm trying to understand, and I'm trying to be adult, and I'm trying to be a good father. The other day, we've had some vandalism here in the Kangaroo City area, and my daughter and two of her friends got caught jumping over the fence to the pool. While they've had problems in that area with vandalism, and the people captured them and brought them home. Now, you laugh and joke about my video camera system. Screw you. I had 3 of them sitting there right on the couch, gave me their names. Abigail was one of them. And I had a talk with them. I can prove exactly what I said to them. I can prove exactly what they said to me. And so there's no subjective argument. Well, here's some of the problems I'm finding with raising a 15-year-old girl. Lesbian or not, we have had some conversations. We've had some friends, and I'm not going to blame this on the Mormons. I'll blame this on the Mormons, that when she came out to us, she said, "Dad, I was suicidal all the time in the Mormon church. I knew they didn't accept me. I knew that they never would, and I could never come out and say anything." So, be that as it may, the Mormon church does hate people that have sexual orientation other than what their sex organs say they should have. Anyway, I told her, you're not going to go around broadcasting this. It doesn't have to be a secret. It's not that people, in our family or ashamed of you or anything, but you go out in the real world, there's only about 8% of the people in the world that are lesbian or gay. And you're not going to be well accepted out there. You're going to miss jobs. You're going to miss things in college and friendships, dances, sociology, discrimination, etc. Well, now I have to punish a 15-year-old girl. What the hell do you do? How do you punish a 15-year-old girl? Well, I threatened her that she wasn't going to be able to drive my cars. I don't know how much good that did at all. I took her iPod, her iPad, her boop, and a computer boo-boo, whatever. I took a shitload of cosmic technological appliances that talk to different races and go out into space, etc. and then tried to hide them. And it doesn't matter. Her friends all have iPhones, so as soon as she leaves the house, she has access to a phone, so that doesn't bother her much. I can take TV away from her, but she doesn't watch much TV, so that's not much of a punishment. I can't take food. I can't, I can tell a 15-year-old to sit in her room. I guess there's some merit to that. That's not abusive. But she just sits in there and listens to her iPod or computer or other things I haven't taken away. Well, now here's the big problem, okay? I'm so proud of her. She got a job. She's not quite 15 yet. A couple of months. And she's my Halloween baby. I can go around with her little jack-o'-lantern, and there's Abigail. She's born on Halloween. So anyway, she just got a job. And I'm very proud of her. She went to training. She went and got a food handler's permit from the state. She's learned to ride the bus back and forth, which she's never done in this country. And she's learned the cash register, and she's learned how to cook. And she has her uniform and her hat and her apron. And she's just darling to see her on her first job. And she has her own bank account, so her paycheck rolls right into her bank account. Well, what do? She's supposed to work in a day or two, and I'm going to ground her for a week jumping the fence. Do I say you can't go to work? First time that happens, she's fired. Her whole summer and her basic life for the next couple of years is going to be screwed because she got fired from her first job. Well, do I limit her to say you can only work a certain amount of days? Well, the employer's not going to buy that. In a million years, she has to work when the employer wants. So anyway, this is my own therapy. I'm trying to ground a child that is ungroundable. I don't know what else to do, folks. I don't. Of course, a child that age, corporal punishment is totally out of the question. Scaring her and threatening her, she'll just run away. She'll live with somebody else who has 8 earrings in his ears and his nose and tattoos up his nose and nostrils and the inside of his mouth. I don't want my grandchild to have tattoos. Jeez, so what the hell do you do? A parent in this modern age? Boy, back in the old days, 50 years ago, I could handle a 15 or 16, 17-year-old child who was an idiot. Now, I'm just related to him. I can't discipline him. I can't punish him. And then what makes it worse, what makes it really, really worse, is Abigail's always been a standoffish child. She's always been, I'm not happy, I'm not this, I'm not that, don't touch me, leave me alone. Well, in the last year or so, she's come out of that shell. And that lesbian secret, I'm sure, was motivating those lack of smiles and lack of enjoyment of life. Well, she comes in now, little brat. I'm such a sucker. I'm a sucker. I'm yelling and yelling. You've disappointed the family. You jumped the fence. You've hurt our reputation. And she stands there, bows her head and says yes. And then she'll come over to me, put her arm around me, and snuggle me and go, Dad, I really love you. You're the best dad in the world. say, God dang it, go do what you want. I don't care. Here's $20. Go buy a hamburger and don't jump the fence anymore. So I don't know, folks. I don't know. It's not like, she's stealing cars and shooting drugs and serious kinds of things like that. But I expect my children to be perfect like their parents. And sometimes they're not. So if any of you have any advice other than the Joseph Smith syndrome, that she gets married to a 38 or 39-year-old man right now, I'll take any other suggestions. The Joseph Smith syndrome, she ain't eligible for. She's gonna be married in her 20s, I'm sure. So anyway, I just want you to know that we're not a perfect family. We're really not. I still have to discipline kids. But my girls know I'm a sucker. They know I'm a sucker. They come in and they hug me. And Abigail now will come in. I have a reclining chair. And she'll sit on half of the reclining chair and lay back with me. And she's never done that before. Never done that before. After she came out as a lesbian, I guess she's just pretty comfortable with her self-esteem and self-image. So anyway, both of them will sit there for hours and we'll watch TV together. But anything that I want done, Dad, can I do it in 5 minutes? They know I go to sleep. They know I'll be asleep, and I'll wake up in an hour or two, and I won't even remember what I asked them to do, and they know that. I think I'm being taken advantage of here, folks. I think so. But I do love them. That's certainly not an exaggeration. And their mom is a Filipino mom. She's matriarchal. And so I'm kicked to the curb many times, but I allow that. I allow that she speaks the kids' languages and their culture. I took 4 Filipino girls 2 or 3 days ago up to the mountains. Now, they were my wife's friends. They weren't just Filipino girls. Jesus. I hear sirens now. Anyway, I took them up to a picnic. They like me to drive because they're not real comfortable driving in mountain roads and whatever. Had a wonderful time, and I sat there and I watched. I usually sit in my car and let them enjoy themselves, speak their own language and whatever. They're a wonderful society. I'm telling you, they are the most gentle, loving, kind people. But anyway, we're not a perfect family. I'm not a perfect dad. Sometimes I get pissed and I have to watch it because my cameras are all looking at me now. And I go, well, I'm really a nice guy, I think. Put the kid under the blanket and beat him with a bat. I don't know what's under there. There's a teddy bear or something. So anyway, the video cameras are making me more perfect. I'm be therefore perfect, even as your Father in heaven is perfect. That's the old Mormon BS. So that's what I'm doing. I want a place in the celestial kingdom with the Filipino people. Anyway, I want to be honest. I want to be upfront, and I don't want to break confidentialities of exposing our family to certain ridicule and things that are unnecessary. But I know that you watch me because of some vestment of truth. I tell the truth. And if I sit up here and speak and speak and speak, and you all go, oh, he's so wonderful, which nobody does, but I don't want you to do that. The couple of you said that you're in love with me, write to my post office box. No, don't. I'm not interested in sex. I'm not interested in money. I'm not interested in power or position. I'm not really a human, am I? But I love my girls, and they're growing up, and they're not going to grow up perfect. And, I haven't dealt with lesbian children. Maybe we like the same pornography. I don't know. Jesus. I haven't taken my meds today. I got to go take my meds. So anyway, I just want you to know that we're a regular family. We're doing the best that we can do. We're trying to handle problems as they come up. And I encourage you, to be forthright and be yourself. Be yourself. Who else can we be? Eventually, people are going to find out who we really are. And so, in our family, I would much rather admit it first before you all go on TV and say, I know him, he's the one. So, anyway, thanks.